Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. My name is Nur Hanisah Binti Hussin, number matric S54965. Today I want to present a little bit my research. My title research are the implementation of lean management for better tourist experience, a case study in Pantai Genting, Tumpat, Kelantan. The history of Kampung Genting is derived from the term Genting. Due to the water erosion during the big flood, this village is almost cut off by two as a result of erosion and heavy water flow. At that time, all the residents were in a state of anxiety and distress. After the incident, the average resident began to name our village Kampung Genting. Besides that, in introduction, the researcher explained about the lean management. Lean management is an approach to running an organization that supports the concept of continuous improvement. It is a continuous effort to improve products, services, and processes that require additional improvement over time to improve efficiency and quality. Besides that, lean can be defined as a business strategy that focuses on maximizing customer value while eliminating waste and deficits in the business process. It is a valuable and holistic methodology for the management process of a firm. In addition, lean is about the only way an organization can achieve business excellence and continuous improvement for sustainable change by creating strong bonds between purpose, process, and people, and the implementation of lean management has successfully made the leaders of managers of an organization achieve significant improvements in terms of productivity, efficiency, cycle time, and profitability. Next is research objective. The objective of this study is to examine the extent of the implementation of lean management for a better tourist experience in Pantai Genting, Tumpat, Kelantan. Specifically, this study aims to identify the factors of implementation of lean management in Pantai Genting, Tumpat, Kelantan. Besides that, to identify the impact of implementation of lean management for better tourist experience in Pantai Genting, Tumpat, Kelantan, and to study the steps that can be taken to improve the implementation of lean management in Pantai Genting, Tumpat, Kelantan. After that, I want to present about literature review. In literature review, I explain more about three objectives. The first objectives are about the several factors of implementation of lean management in Pantai Genting, Tumpat, Kelantan, such as increase the number of tourists, its own unique and wonder factor, places where the National Kite Festival is held each year. Besides that, about the impact of implementation of lean management for better tourists in Pantai Genting, Tumpat, Kelantan, like as becoming more popular, increase the total revenue for the tourism sector, save time and money, environmentally friendly, increasing customer or tourist satisfaction. The last four literature review are about study the steps that can be taken to improve the implementation of lean management in Pantai Genting, Tumpat, Kelantan, such as use PLA and do check at PDCA, using Kaizen strategy, using the 5S system, overall equipment effectiveness, and machine monitoring. For the PDCA is a scientific method used to manage change, and it is also known as the dynamic cycle. The PDCA cycle involves 4 parts, which is planning, carry it out, check session, and to act. Next, I want to present about the methodology. In this study, I took advantage of the quantitative method. The sample space was obtained from members of the general public who travelled to Pantai Genting, Tumpat, Kelantan. A questionnaire is going to be distributed and a period is going to be given for the information collection. The main method of questionnaire distribution is through Google Form. However, other alternative methods are going to be tested to extend the response rate. A common beginning in data analysis is to summarize the data for variables like measures of central tendency and dispersion as they are associated with one another. The measure of central tendency is expressed as the measure of the average value of the sample. It consists of the mean, median, and mode, while dispersion refers to the spread of the value around the central tendency, specifically the mean. For the question, the shape of the Likert scale is the common measure of its internal consistency or reliability. Reliability refers to the extent of consistency produced by a scale for repeated measurements. The total number of respondents required 30 people consisting of members of the public such as vendors and nearby people in Pantai Getin area to answer the given question to get accurate the real data. After that, about result and discussion. In this study, there are 30 respondents who have been questioned for the success of this study. Respondents who were randomly selected were residents living in Pantai Getin itself as well as the general public. A questionnaire was developed to gather data for the study, which include two parts. Part A, the respondents' background information, and Part B about the factor of limb management implementation. A 5-point Likert scale was also included, which identifies the factors of implementation. The data was calculated as a number and percentage to show whether work has low, medium, or high level. For Part A are about background information, include gender, age, race, area work field, and the frequency of travel on Pantai Getin in a year. While in Part B is about the factors of implementation of lean management in Pantai Getin, Tumpat, Kelantan. In this study, there are 30 respondents who were randomly questioned for questions related to the factor of implementation of lean management in Pantai Getin, Tumpat, Kelantan. In this section, the researcher has used the Likert scale, which has 5 sections, namely strongly disagree, disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree. What can I say? The most respondents choose agree and strongly agree in all several questions. In addition, the respondents agree with the question and they feel happy. The lastly is conclusion and recommendation. This chapter summarizes the major findings of this thesis and provides details of how the research aim and objective have been met. Recommendation for how the outcome may be used for comparative purpose in the future studies and possible future research directions are discussed. The overall aim of this study was to the implementation of lean management for better tourist experience, a case study in Pantai Getin, Tumpat, Kelantan. In this study, researchers have found that the tourist areas of Pantai Getin, Tumpat, Kelantan has now been renovated and it is becoming increasingly famous among the local community as well as from abroad. The implementation of lean management to rehabilitate tourism areas has involved several parties to make the activities a success, and it have several tips may help in increasing the improvement in the Pantai Getin, Tumpat, Kelantan. The first is to provide a complete training handbook for employees for lean management, help to improve the Pantai Getin tourism area, to attract more tourists to come to Pantai Getin because Pantai Getin has been renovated and has its own beautiful. Cooperation between the management and tourists on the services offered in the tourist area, and the last is courses for workers working to rehabilitate the area to improve the skill of workers. This can increase the efficiency and success of the management implemented. Okay, that's all from me and thank you for your participation. Assalamualaikum and salam